Arnold, then he's one of these pastors that have told me, I'm a total individual, Christian total individual, talk with a secret persecution poem called government gang stalking. And part of the talk I've been getting is if I subscribe to a Christian YouTube channel, some of these pastors that are pastor plants, meaning they rub shoulders with the narcissistic Illuminati, the psychopathic power lead Illuminati. So anyway, this guy Yankee Arnold, which I made many videos exposing his heresies, there's also personal issues where he's been targeting me with narcissistic abuse. And in this video, I'm intending to talk about one of the things he's been doing, which is called narcissistic identity theft, where narcissists are immature and juvenile. And I do believe that Yankee Arnold is a narcissist, like a full-fledged narcissist, which is why he does the gaslighting and narcissistic identity theft. So part of the narcissist is they overextend themselves and they can end up exposing themselves to arrogance and pride and makes them feel like they can do anything. Then I can actually prove that he's been doing narcissistic identity theft. What is narcissistic identity theft? Narcissistic identity theft is when a narcissist sees somebody like me that they admire, somebody that has traits and characteristics that they want the world to look at them as having. So Yankee Arnold is envious of me. So narcissists work like this. They find somebody, it's like Mike has singing talent, he's got courage, and like things that traits, admirable traits that he envies, that he wishes that he has, and he wants the people to look at him as if he's the type of person I am. So that's called narcissistic identity theft, which is something that narcissists do. If you don't know what that is, you can Google search narcissistic identity theft and read a little bit. And Yankee Arnold has been doing that on me. So part of narcissistic identity theft is they work to copy and emulate you. So from what you're doing, what you talk about, what you like. An example would be, I make a video of my lifelong fight or something like this. And then Yankee Arnold says, wow, Mike is a guy who's had a fight. I'd like to, in my false self, to have people look at me like I'm a guy who's like a fighter, who's been having a fight. But the truth is, it's like stolen valor. It's like Mike has had a hard life and has had like a fight, okay? And that's something like, wow, he's a fighting man. See, a fighter. See, I would like people to look at me like I'm a guy who's been fighting a hard fight, but I've had a comfortable life. So it's like I'm gonna have to, I don't want to have to actually go through having a hard life to be able to truly say I've had a fight, okay? My life has been a fight. But I want people to look at me as if I am a person that's had a fight and a hard life and fight against things, see? So Yankee Arnold is one of these people that have been doing narcissistic identity theft on me. And what is narcissistic identity theft? Basically, a narcissist will find somebody who they admire. It's like they wish they could be like you. So it's like envy. It's like they see somebody that has traits, qualities that they would like to have, and then they will try to steal your identity. Be like, let's say Yankee Arnold sees my video, like, I've had a fight, okay? I've been persecuted. It's been tough. My whole life has been a fight, but I've been fighting out here, staying strong. It hasn't been easy. And he's had a comfortable sellout life, like a radio station sellout. It's like, I'd like people to look at me like a guy, because he's admirable, like somebody's had a fight and standing up for myself and being fought against and not giving up. But that's not the truth that I've had that life. But I still want people to look at me as if I'm a guy that's had a life. And it could be, he sees me post something against narcissistic identity theft. It's like, I make a video about having had a fight or something that's being persecuted or having a fight and standing up. Like, this gives narcissistic injury. It's like, I need to make a video, my fight, you see? It's like time of event. It's like, I've had a fight. They were trying to shut down the school over here, the homeschooling. I sent a newspaper. I wrote the newspaper, like, I'm Yankee Arnold, don't shut down the school. As if like that's like a fight. So I will show you some instances that show you the narcissistic identity theft. So what is narcissistic identity theft? It's when a narcissist will copy you and imitate you, okay? So here, for example, here, November 13th, 2024, Mike SAHA post me, say your prayers, eat your vitamins. Look at Yankee Arnold. 10 days ago, wants to make a video about Hulk Hogan. See, post about Hulk Hogan, because Mike SAHA posts about Hulk Hogan. See, November 13th, Mike SAHA posts about Hulk Hogan. I need to post about Hulk Hogan. See, Mike SAHA sings like Elvis. Look at this. So the narcissist is like in competition with you. Here. Elvis. Sing like Elvis challenge to Yankee Arnold. And that provokes a narcissistic injury in him because I can tell that it's like one of the things that I have, animal traits that make narcissists be envious. So it's like, wow, Mike can sing, he's got singing talent. And I make videos like, yeah, I can tell you're trying to do narcissistic identity theft on me. Here's a challenge. Why don't you go ahead and try to sing like Elvis? And you can't do it. And then Yankee Arnold. After that, see, here, see this video. I need to disconnect the headphones. Yeah, so Yankee Arnold is a narcissistic abuser, and one of the things he's been doing on top of gaslighting and the other narcissistic tactics is narcissistic identity theft.
Sing like I do. Hey, Yankee Arnold, since you like to emulate me,
Emulate is narcissistic identity theft.
try to be like me. Why don't you next try to sing like Elvis? It's a challenge.
That hurt him because that gives him narcissistic injury because it's speaking the truth. That it's like, I know, like, oh, it's like, he's a narcissist that has an envy fantasy about me. Where it's like, he does narcissistic identity theft on me because I provoke narcissistic injury in him. He's a narcissist, like, oh, Mike has admirable traits. He can sing, he's got handsome, he's got beauty. That makes me feel insecure, so I need to try to copy him. So it's like, Mike can sing, I need to try to sing. See, look at this. Here, compilation by Yankee Arnold. Mike has a cappella singing. That's one of the things that makes me narcissistically envious of him, that he's got singing talent. And after Mike says, like, you can't sing like else, like Yankee Arnold needs to go like special. See, I wish I was special. I need to make videos here singing, okay? Notice the time of events. Mike Saha posts about Hulk Hogan. That's one of my interests. It's narcissistic identity theft by Yankee Arnold. Mike says, like, a guy talks about vitamins, he's got masculinity. He posts about Hulk Hogan, November 13. Yankee Arnold posts about Hulk Hogan 10 days ago. See, after I post about Hulk Hogan. Mike Saha sings and challenges Yankee Arnold. You can't sing like me. You can't sing well. I can sing like Elvis. You can't. That gives narcissistic injury. It's like, I need to make 5 videos here singing. And see? So it's like responding to what I'm doing. So yeah, Yankee Arnold is a narcissist. And those of you that are blind to that, it's like you're gonna be hurt if you deny the truth. But basically, Yankee Arnold is a narcissist, and he's one of these pastors that have been telling me for the satanic Illuminati, deep state Illuminati. So I'm a Christian. After I became a Christian, at a certain point I became persecuted, taught with the secret persecution book called Government Games for Ton Videos. And part of talking is pastors that are like sellouts. They get recruited and put up to target for the program, which means part of the target is people harassing me and targeting me online in real life. And then if I subscribe to YouTube channel, a lot of times they will get told to start targeting me with narcissistic dog abuse tactics. I mean, like discreet, covert targeting tactics. Like where I can sense that they're like gaslighting me, using trigger words. It's like subtle ways that they're targeting me in the video. Understand? If I subscribe to, let's say, John MacArthur, okay, and he's a sellout, like he has connections to the deep state Illuminati that are responsible for the targeting that I'm talking about, the persecution program. Be like, after I subscribe to him, be like, hey, in your next video, talk about drowning or something like this, because Mike had a childhood trauma, almost drowning, and it's all these things. It's like they use as a button to push. Like this guy has something that is like we've been using to push his buttons. It's like we keep having people around him use this word or talk about this, and I subscribe to the channel. They get told to use this word or this little trigger word. So yeah, Yankee Arnold is one of these narcissists. He's a narcissist, and he's been doing narcissistic identity theft on me because a narcissist is immature. Yankee Arnold is immature, and he never grew up, which means part of how he's being a narcissist is he sees somebody that has admirable qualities and traits. A narcissist has a false self. So Yankee Arnold has a false self. It's like, I want people to look at me like a great man, a guy who's a courageous guy who's been fighting for good. I want him to look at me like I am special. And then he sees somebody who's truly that, meaning somebody that is what he would like to be and is working to convince the world that he is. And that gives a narcissistic injury, like envy. Like, oh, here's a guy who actually can sing. And he actually has had a hard life and fought against things. I wish I could be like that. And I would like it if people could look at me like a guy who's like special, has talent, has gone through hardness and survived it. but it's not the truth that I'm that type of person. It's like I need to try to convince people that I am. So yeah, Yankee Arnold has been doing the narcissistic identity theft on me. That tactic was like, Mike is doing this, let's try copying. Mike is this for real, let's pretend and try to trick people into thinking I am like that. Okay. So basically here, I have live streams, a cappella singing live streams. Some of them are privatized. And it's like a 3-hour live stream, but maybe part of it is like ranting, part of it is like just on the balcony smoking, and part of it is singing. And I could actually extract out like singing clips and make a compilation where it's like really good singing. Now his compilation is mediocre, see. It's not that it's like, if you make a compilation that makes it great. Now your compilation is like different mediocre singing, not the singing well. It's like, here's a clip of Yankee Arnold singing not really well. Okay, like an average mediocre singer. Here's another clip of him being an average mediocre singer, another clip of him being a mediocre average singer. Whereas I can make a video extracting out clips from my past live streams of like great singing, better than this guy, and then make a compilation. So not just you compile things together, it's gonna be great all of a sudden. It's like, for example, I have training streams, so it's like 4-hour training streams. And then sometimes it's like kind of not just going light. And it might be 30 seconds of that stream where I'm throwing really hard and fast punches to like an impressive level. And I could go and extract clips from this and make a compilation of like the best of like a clip from a 4-hour live stream. Now with this guy, it'd be like mediocre, it's like just extracted. There's nothing great that you can put together and have like a compilation of multiple great moments together. So with him, it's like trusting the process. Like if you make a compilation video, it makes it impressive or something like this, while you compound together being mediocre. Okay, so Yankee Arnold is one of these narcissists. He's a narcissist. He's a narcissist, and that's a lot of times who the Illuminati will recruit to do the bidding and be like a plant pastor. He's a plant pastor, meaning this guy is connected to the satanic deep state powers, the satanic secret societies that control this from behind the scenes. And he's a narcissist, and he wishes he could be special, but it's just mediocre. So here are some little details that show narcissistic identity theft. Mike SAHA posts about Hulk Hogan on social media, November 13, 2024. Okay, Yankee Arnold is like, oh, I need to do narcissistic identity theft. I need to post about Hulk Hogan. See, and also it's deceptive, where he gives you the impression, it's like clickbait, it's deception. He gives you the impression that he has Hulk Hogan in the studio doing an interview with him. Okay, like see, it's like Yankee Arnold Hulk Hogan, and it's like the presentation gives you the impression that if you click this, you're going to see Hulk Hogan in the room with Yankee Arnold having an interview. But no, it's just clipping from Joe Rogan's podcast, taking a clip of Hulk Hogan being on Joe Rogan's podcast. So this is once again the narcissistic behavior, where it's like trying to make it look like he has a kind of connection to Hulk Hogan here. So this is an instance of narcissistic identity theft, kind of subtle. Mike SAHA posts about Hulk Hogan, November 13, Yankee Arnold follows. He's like, oh, I need to post about Hulk Hogan because Mike SAHA did. Mike SAHA makes a video, he's singing a cappella, and after I like identify this guy as a narcissist, and he's doing the narcissistic identity theft on me. And you can tell, but it can be something like, I make a video live stream, and it's like, I've had a hard life, okay? I've been going through abuse since I was a child. I've had a hard life. And then like, that gives Yankee Arnold watch my channel, Narcissistic Indies. Like, this guy's like a guy who speaks the truth, but he's had a hard life and have overcome hardness. I'd like it if people look at me like I'm a guy who's had a hard life and kept fighting to give up. So it's like in response to that next sermon after I make a live stream talk about I've had a hard life, here's some hard things I've gone through and overcame, and I didn't give up. Next time Yankee Arnold his live stream, like, he makes a video like, I had a hard life, I had an experience, it was really hard, but I didn't give up. See, this is the narcissistic identity stuff, where he sees me has some quality or trait, and he makes me jealous, he makes him jealous, and it's like, I need to make a video, try to make people think that I'm like this. So it's like, basically his point, he's a narcissist, he does narcissistic abuse, and part of his narcissistic behavior is narcissistic identity theft. So after I identify that he is a narcissist doing narcissistic identity theft on me, it's like I make a video, I'm challenging, it's like, hey Yankee Arnold, why don't you make a video trying to sing like Elvis? You can't do it, because I could detect that that's one of the things that makes me feel envious. It's like, oh, Mike has this quality trait, he can sing a cappella. And okay, so it's like, here's a challenge. Why don't you try to sing like Elvis? Because I got videos singing like Elvis, okay? Meaning it's like I'm singing close to like the quality of my voice as Elvis, okay? I'm singing and I'm sounding similar to Elvis. I have at least a few clips where I'm singing and I'm sounding similar to Elvis. I'm like, go ahead, Rafik, or why don't you make a video singing like Elvis? And I gave him a narcissistic injury, where the truth is like, oh, I can't sing that well. Now I need to special, see, it's like the subtle things that shows narcissism. The narcissist wants to be special. They find somebody who truly is special. Okay, wow, he's a Christian, he's handsome and athletic, and they got singing talent, and they know the Bible better than I do. I'm a pastor. That's exactly the type of person a narcissist will get envious of, and you become a target of narcissism. Like, I'm a pastor, Mike's is a Christian, same type of person I am, a Christian. Only he's better than me. He can sing, he's got handsomeness, he's had a hard life, and things like this. So here, now after I challenge him, like, you can't sing like Elvis, it's like he needs to make a video to be like, oh, look at me, compilation where Yankee Arnold singing special songs. See, I wish I was special. You're so effing special. Special song by Yankee Arnold. Name that tune. So notice how he got triggered in his narcissism, because I'm right, I got his number. I know he's a narcissist, and I'm able to trigger his narcissism into manifesting narcissistic behavior. See, it's like a provocation test. Since I'm right in knowing he's a narcissist, I know that he gets narcissistic injury by certain behaviors, and I'm able to trigger his narcissism into manifesting. See, it's like I post about Hulk Hogan. He's like, narcissist, I need to post about Hulk Hogan. Mike is somehow connected with Hulk Hogan. He's like a guy who posts about Hulk Hogan and is similar to Hulk Hogan. Like, I need to post about Hulk Hogan. See, I need to connect myself to Hulk Hogan somehow. And it's like, I make a video. I can sing like Elvis. You can't. Okay. It's like, well, Mike is like, he's special because he can sing like Elvis. I can't. And it's like pointing out how you can't. I need to try to be like, I can sing. I'm special. See, special song by Yankee Arnold. Like a time of events. I do this where Yankee Arnold follows. It's that it shows that. Now, part of narcissism is they overextend themselves. Narcissism sets you up for failure. It's like eventually a narcissist loses, because the narcissist part of it is arrogance. It's like they act like they can't get caught, understand? It's like, and it's like a balloon. Same with the smear campaign. But like the smear campaign gets bigger and bigger and bigger, eventually it explodes. For example, me being a target of government gang stalking, the secret prosecution in this city, they've been going around like, Mike is this bad thing in the community, spreading rumors about me. When I established online presence, and I do like IRL things, Mike's alive in Oxford in Sweden going and shopping. It's like now it's like they've been spreading rumors about me, this community, to recruit flying monkeys to target me. And now it's like I'm out here, which means, God damn it, people might recognize Mike in the street, but hey, somebody told me this about you. Like, oh, that's not true. Here's my side of the story. So it's like the bigger it gets, it's like narcissism is not conducive to success. Okay. So basically, Yankee Arnold is a narcissistic abuser. He's been doing narcissistic identity theft on me because he's envious of me. And he sees me and I give him narcissistic injury. It's like Mike's a Christian, he knows the Bible well. He has these qualities that I'm envious of. He can sing, he's been persecuted, he's had a hard life. So a narcissist like Yankee Arnold, he's got a false self. So all he's doing is like trying to trick the world into thinking that he is better than he is. It's like, here's how I want people to look at me. Okay, that's the narcissism. The narcissists have a false self. It's like, I want people to look at me like a great preacher. Okay, I want people to look at me like I'm special. I want people to look at me like I'm a good person. But he's not really. So it's like he's locked into trying to trick people into thinking he is something that he's not, something positive. So yeah, the Yankee Arnold is a narcissistic abuser. And here's another thing. His reputation, his false self, like he's a great preacher. He's been able to convince our people. It's like he's standing up for the gospel. No, he's been confusing people, corrupting the gospel. He's convinced people to think he's a great faith-long preacher, free grace faith-long. But he hasn't been teaching faith, he's been teaching faith with prayer, leading people in this prayer thing, let's say. And that's something that is like, he's exposable as that. He's been having a reputation for years that he's a faith-long preacher, defending the faith-long gospel. And the truth is not that, because he's got many videos where he's telling people to get saved by sinner's prayer. which is not faith law. So it's like the narcissism is long-term success. Okay, being a narcissist is not conducive to long-term success because it's like a lie, understand? And narcissist is a lie. Their public persona is a lie, and lies don't have staying power. And he's one of these pastors, and on top of his organic narcissism, has been targeting me for the satanic Illuminati deep state that I'm the target of. I'm the target of a secret persecution program called Government Gang Soccer Target Videos. And he's one of these pastors that had been recruited to target me for the program in despicable ways. So beware of that thing, Connor. He's a narcissist and a very wicked man. And I think he's had a false sense of security because part of narcissism is being arrogant. It's like they get used to being able to trick people and get away with things at least short term. But I believe that God is upset about what he's been doing, and that God can expose him. And he's one of these pastors too, that before the satanic Illuminati cut my mother in the foot, he is one of the pastors communicating veiled threats that the Illuminati are gonna make my mother bleed as a satanic blood sacrifice. He's one of these pastors, which means he's innocent. God hates shedding of innocent blood, meaning I'm a target of narcissistic abuse, and then this guy communicates veiled threats with me. We're gonna make your mother bleed and hurt as satanic blood sacrifice. I'm like, don't do it. You want us to do it. No, I don't want to do it. We're gonna do it, and it's your fault because you want us. I don't want to do it. Don't do it. This is the gaslighting, and eventually they make my mother bleed. They versus the beauty salon to get somebody to cut it with a scalpel. So he's one of these people that have done that, and his hands, his body shedding innocent blood. But yeah, that's kind of satanic, don't you think? I'm a Christian subscribed to, a persecuted Christian subscribed to this guy's channel, and he starts conveying murder threats. He starts conveying threats against my mother for the man. Hey, we're gonna make your mother bleed. That's a blood sacrifice, gonna hurt her. And I'm like, don't do it. You want us to do it. We're gonna do it. It's your fault. We're gonna do it. Narcissist protection. Like, I don't want to do it. Don't hurt my mom. We're gonna hurt your mom, and you want us to do it. I don't want to do it, but you want us to do it. See? And then eventually they make it happen, make my mother bleed. And he's guilty of that. Before that happened, he was conveying threats that something bad's gonna happen to my mom. She's gonna bleed. He's one of these pastors that have communicated threats. Before the Illuminati made my mother bleed, this guy is one of the pastors that was threatening, communicating veiled threats that they're gonna make my mother bleed. See, that hands to shed innocent blood. And I don't believe that God is happy about it. So the only thing I got to do is have forceful or right words, which are truth words. Once you argue with truth, you can do nothing with truth but for the truth. So I believe in the power of the truth, which is part of why I'm more truthful than a lot of people are. Because part of the sin nature is make you feel like sinning is winning, when in reality sinning leads to failure. Okay, so I believe in the power of the truth. It's like if I speak the truth, this guy has done evil things. He's corrupt. He's wicked. He's guilty of evil things. If I speak the truth about it, I believe in the power of the truth. And yeah, so it's like it's very disgusting. But he's one of this pastor that taught me for this persecution point. He's a narcissist, and he's been doing narcissistic abuse, including malicious narcissistic identity theft. Also, other narcissistic behavior is doing like gaslighting. An example would be this: I make a video, a live stream, and I'm doing like weighted pull-ups on my balcony with like an iron kettlebell hung around my waist. And then the next time he makes a live stream, like a week later, it's like these these Pharisees want to put an iron weight on you. See, it's like it's like gaslighting. It's like perception of gaslighting. It's like Mike does something and then he comes back with gaslighting to be like, I'm supposed to feel like if I watch a video, oh, he's saying I'm a Pharisee. See, I make a video training with an iron kettlebell hanging from my waist. Next time I think Arnold makes a video, it's like these Pharisees want to put an iron weight around you. So that's what gaslighting. I'm supposed to be like, oh, he's saying I'm a Pharisee. But it's no logic. It's like you're a Pharisee because you have a video teaching Pharisaical stuff. No, it's just like communicate to me, gaslight, you are a Pharisee. And that's what I'm supposed to feel like when I watch a video. But it's no like proof of like you are actually being a Pharisee. It's just he wants me to be like you are a Pharisee, some kind of gaslighting. And part of that is projection, because I've been pointing out how he's been like a Pharisee using tithing verses to justify donating to him. So that's like That's one of the things I've been exposing for. Why I tied, Rafi on why I tied this kind of video. And I've been exposing, like, he's like a Pharisee, he's like legalism, he's trying to get Christians to do a work of the law. This dispensation, it's you should be giving cheerfully. Tithing is a work of all the Old Testament. You might as well go and tell people not to eat pork or get circumcised, not like this. See? So that's, he's been exposed, and that's the truth, that's kind of pharisaical. You got a video, why I tithe. What is tithing? It's a work of the law in the Old Testament, where people that were Jews, like, you have to tithe. See? And I pointed out, like, looks like pharisaical behavior. Like, you tell people to tithe, and you're using tithe verses to justify giving. So that's actually, logically, it's like not a false accuser. See, it's like this guy looks like a Pharisee. He's got a video talk about why you should give to pastors, and he's a pastor. And he's using tithing. Why I tithe, okay? Which is what a work of the law. Which would be like, why I circumcise my children, or something like this. So that's actually like checking a box for like actually being a Pharisaical person. And then it's like, oh, narcissism, I say, you don't understand narcissism out there. But it's like, his narcissism has been provoked by, like, you're actually guilty of this bad thing. There's some kind of flaw with you that I've been pointing out, gives him narcissistic injury. It's like, now I need to project and be like, the guy who pointed out an error in me, flaw, being actually guilty of pharisaical behavior, I want to say he's a Pharisee. So it's like with gaslighting, because it's not true, so you gotta hide it and be like, yeah, these Pharisees want to put an iron weight on you, like the week after I make a live stream doing pull-ups with an iron weight. See? So it's like perception management and gaslighting. So this is how it works. It's like, if you tell a narcissist, it's like, you're a liar. And that's the truth, because a narcissist is a liar. Like, you're a liar, okay? You're a dishonest person. You're a deceiver. It's like, since it's the truth, the narcissist is like, they're guilty of something. I want to accuse Mike of being a liar. It's like, Mike is a liar. And if it's not the truth that you're a liar, people watch your videos and not lying. Be like, I had to be subtle, like insinuate, so that if this person watched my video, they will feel like I'm saying they're a liar, which is narcissist projection. So Rafi Arnold is a narcissist. He's a narcissistic abuser. And it's like a balance where a lot of times I end up dealing with the personal stuff, because I'm a persecuted Christian. I'm taught with institutional level narcissistic abuse, psychopathic abuse, where these people are paid to talk with narcissistic abuse. So Rafi Arnold is one of these people that have taught me for this Illuminati persecution protocol called gang stalking. Now he's also guilty of heresy that are like objective and verifiable. So there's like a balance there. If I only make my videos, like Rafi Arnold, he's been communicating veiled threats against me for the Illuminati. And one time he insinuated in his video, he was sending this message to me that's like gaslighting or something else. It's like hard for people to see that. And it's like, well, maybe he's right, maybe he's not. And a lot of times people think that I'm not so paranoid, okay? So it's like the things that are more easy to expose him, like the evil that he's guilty of, that's more easy to expose him for. It's like the heresies teaching salvation by a sinner's prayer. The tithing thing, with things like this. So yeah, beware of Rafi Arnold. He's a narcissistic abuser. And being talked about Illuminati, with this persecution, what I thought it was, sometimes you're seeing narcissistic abuse, okay? So this organic narcissism, and then there's what I call textbook narcissism. It's like these people are organically narcissists. They get recruited by the program, recruited by the Illuminati, to be like, hey, narcissist, we want you to help us attack this person. And they're organically narcissist. Then there's also people that are not a narcissist, but they get told by a narcissist, do this, do that. And what will be flowing through them is narcissistic abuse. So if you look at the person, you see narcissistic abuse flowing through them, because they are conduit. The narcissist is like, to fly monkey, do this gaslighting, do this devaluation, do this. And it's like narcissistic abuse is seen from the person. So some people are not narcissists, but they're flying monkey, and you see narcissistic abuse flowing through them because there's a narcissist control them, getting to do narcissistic abuse. Because it's like a playbook, it's like how to destroy a person's life. So that's gonna be the end of the video, and don't be surprised I make more videos about this, but beware of this guy. He's very wicked. Very wicked. He's a narcissistic abuser, and yeah, that's gonna be the end of the video. And I pray that God will expose him.